Sadhu. So I'm going to translate Lumpino's wisdom talk today. First, he wanted to rejoice in the good deeds of all of us here today, the transference of merit patron Bill Dillon and the food offering patron Sarah Nat and Takanek, and all of those who are here in the meditation hall or listening online as well. So today is another opportunity for all of us to come to do good deeds, and we're all here, which we're actually considered very lucky, those of us who are in this room, because there are billions of people in this world, but yet there's only a few that are actually truly accumulating good deeds compared to everyone else who isn't. So we're considered very lucky that we have this understanding of how to do good deeds for ourselves, that we're here meditating together, upholding precepts together, and also doing an act of generosity together as well, especially as a start into the new year. The first Sunday of the new year. This is a great way to spend your time, which is doing good deeds for yourself. Because in life, good deeds will truly help you. It's something that we can really benefit from in our life in general, and it's something that we all really need. When it comes down to it, the Venerable was saying how if you look at life, we're all here, we're born. When we're born, we also will see aging. In the aging, we will see suffering. Unfortunately, this is reality. And then eventually death. This is something that no one can escape. It's the condition of the world. It's universal. And it's something that no one can run from, essentially. So we have to consider ourselves very fortunate that we have this understanding of how to live a meaningful and fruitful life, because we're able to collect good deeds for ourselves, which is very important. So the Venerable said that we can't forget that merit, which is the good deeds that we do, is behind all success in our life, that we all need merit, and it can help us in this life and in our future life or existence in general. So this is important wisdom. So the Venerable says that this is something that we all need to know. When you're born, you'll see that those who are still young, say like 10 years old, how cute and adorable they are. Eventually, we get into the 18, 20-year-old age, and that's young adult. And then the 30 and 40, where we start to see signs of aging. And then 50 and 60, where we really feel it. And then 80, when that's a lot older, you have ailments in your body. It's harder to see. Your back hurts, your body hurts. Review this and think about it and see this reality that no one can escape. And this is aging. And then two, in it, we also have the suffering that is innate that we can't escape from. Even if you don't feel suffering emotionally, you can't escape or deny that your body will. Is it too hot? Is it too cold? Are you sick? These are challenges that we can't ignore, and our body is just not sustainable. In the end, we all born, we all age, we all suffer, and we all die. And this is just a universal truth. And this is something that no one can escape. So we shouldn't neglect doing good deeds for ourselves so that we make sure and ensure happiness in the life that we have and in a future existence as well, since we don't know, or our future destination, wherever it ends up. It's very important to have this understanding of how good deeds can really help you, and merit is behind everything. With regards of today, we were here to transfer good deeds to those who are no longer here. And the Venerable wanted to emphasize that this isn't something that's just made up because it feels good. This is something that is truth, because the Buddha discovered this in his enlightenment, in meditation, that this energy, this good energy, this pure energy that we create is something that can be transferred on. And this is actually something that was written in the Pali Canon. So there was once a king that did a lot of good deeds, and he did one of the ultimate good deeds, which is building a temple. Because when you build a temple, it's a place where people can come to create good virtues for themselves through meditation, through offerings, through upholding precepts. So this is considered a very high act of merit. So naturally, he felt very happy, but yet at night when he went to sleep, he actually had a really scary nightmare. It was so scary, he woke up. And when he woke up, he heard like the wind whistling outside, and it just sounded really like just scary, like someone tapping on his window. He just was afraid that night. And so when he woke up, he was really surprised because he did such great act of generosity. Why is he having a nightmare? So he actually asked the Buddha, why did I have such a scary dream? And I started hearing noises outside. And the Buddha actually said that his relatives came because they needed merit, because he did this huge act of merit, but yet he didn't know to share it. Because unfortunately, when his relatives were alive, they didn't do any good deeds at all. And because of that, in their current destination, they're not really in a good state. So when his relative, a connection that he has to him energetically, saw that he did this act of generosity, they came to ask for some of that. So this is just kind of giving us some sort of faith and confidence that what we're doing is actually really needed to our loved ones who are no longer here, by just meditating, by upholding precepts, by sharing this good deed. This is what they need when they're no longer physically here, this energy that we can do in a living form. So the Venerable just wanted to emphasize that, and that when you do merit, you're not losing merit. In fact, it's getting even stronger, because just like a candle, if you share your candle, it becomes really bright. So we want to share our merit to those who've passed on. Always when you do a good deed, share it with them. You don't lose anything for it. And in fact, those who are no longer here really gain it, and they benefit from the good energy and the well wishes that we have. So the Venerable just wanted to emphasize this a little bit more, since we did have a number of people who have relatives who've passed away recently. So at this time, I turn it back over to our monastic community, who'll give us blessings.
Sadhu.